have a border and everything.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
All right, my friends,
oh,
we
hey,
are
everybody.
live. We are live. And now I'm going to say, first of all, hello. And then I'm going to do a quick recap of where we left our Intrepid party last week. They were in the dungeon. They're looking for an ancient lost library. Haven't found the library yet, but instead what they did find was a room with a whirlpool in the center and like a fountain. And a crying boy holding two dolls sitting in the corner. Turns out the boy was an illusion. They figured that part out. What they didn't figure out was that the boy was also a trap that then triggered and turned 3 of our Intrepid party into mice.
Meow.
At the same time, a trap door opened and led into the room 13 adorable, very large, at least to the mouse people, cats. So one of our party had just come to the doorway. Another party was unslinging his bow as if to potentially shoot cats. So that is the conundrum. Our cat-loving party.
Ankles.
Oh, and I have to say, when you turn into mice, your equipment did not turn with you. So now you're sitting amongst the
right.
The detritus of everything that you were wearing before you became fur.
So furry.
Mm-hmm. So non-fur party members are Cross, Penny, and Aramiel. Fur party members are Orchilia, Darkness, and Eyes, Bidoof. And that's where we begin today. But first, we're going to talk with Cross and Aramiel. They're dealing with something of their own.
Nobody wants to talk to Cross ever.
Yeah,
I second that.
Strangely, a lot of people do, though. All right,
Just
Cross and Aramiel, unbeknownst to the rest of the party, you find yourselves and have found yourselves looking out on this room filled with mirrors because you're now in a mirror, each of you, separately, your own mirror.
Thank God.
And as you look out onto this room with mirrors, you see the party trundle out of the room and you're screaming, you're yelling, as you indicated last time, or at least Cross is. They leave and they leave you behind, and you see a Cross and you see an Aramiel leave with them. You don't know what those are. You know it's not you because you're in the mirror.
He's clearly not me because he's clearly not as gross looking. I like he's way too handsome to be Cross.
Well, you know, it's they certainly didn't seem to notice, or maybe they just liked him better. Who knows? And okay, so now my question is, what do you do first?
Well,
as they leave?
Who do you want to? I think it might be easier to have one of us go first because then we're not like.
Well, Cross was trapped first, so we'll let Cross go first.
Oh, fun. Well, screaming and yelling doesn't seem to be doing anything. I think I told you I tried to break the mirror. Did that? Nothing of that.
No, it's like you cannot. You're not. There's not a physical thing there. It's just like you can't.
Okay.
And you can see the rest of the room pretty clearly, and the rest of the mirrors around you that you're now closer to, because you're in a mirror in the ceiling looking down.
Is there any space? Like, how much space is the space that I am in? Like, can I move? Can I walk around?
It's like a 5x5 room.
I'm going to investigate my space because that's pretty much all I have to do. That is a 19 plus 11 on the investigation.
All right.
That is a soft 30.
Okay, you're investigating your space, and it's a 5x5, just kind of a room. It's very well lit. It's very shiny, even though they took the light with them when they left the room. It's like in the mirror, there's light. And all of the mirror, you can see the room pretty clearly from where you're at, even though it should be dark. What you do see is there is no dust in this room. There is no door. There's no window. There is something in the corner, though. Yeah.
The thing in the corner.
Yeah, it's really small. It's like this big.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like you go take a closer look.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you take a closer look, you pick it up. It's a finger bone.
Hmm. And there's like which part of the finger bone? Are we talking metatarsal?
Yeah, it's like the tip of somebody's finger. And the bone, roll me an insight check. Or yeah, because they don't have 3.5, they have first aid where you can roll for that thing. Now it's just insight. It's all lumped in.
It'd be medicine, I think.
Yeah. Is medicine a skill?
So medicine is a skill.
Oh, it is. Okay, roll me a medicine check.
That's a 14 plus 4. So
okay, 18. It is probably about this much of the finger, and it is very cleanly severed. It's just the bone. So whatever was been in there long enough that either it's rotted or it was from something that was just bone to begin with.
And there's nothing along the walls. No, everything's just flat. There's nothing.
Yep. There's nothing. It's just this formless room. Oddly enough, it feels like you don't need to breathe in here. You realize after a moment that you're not breathing that. And so maybe you don't age, maybe not. Maybe you'd be here for 1,000 years, maybe not.
What to do? So nothing in the room. Only thing to be found is about 3/4 or 2/4, about half a finger.
Yeah, of a cleanly severed finger.
No skin, just bone. And there doesn't seem to be anywhere, like there wouldn't be any place to insert that in the walls or anything. There's no openings, no nothing. Cross is gonna sit down and just attempt to see if he can hear, feel, just close his eyes and see if he can, whether there be a draft, anything, like to try to like heighten his other senses just to see if there's anything that he might pick up that he's not seeing with his eyes.
Okay, Cross does. He sits down, he starts extending his senses a little bit, and this memory comes to mind. You're not sure why right now, but it's a memory that you have. It's the very first time that you stole some bread. Very first time, which is probably why you remember it. You were pretty little. And you were scared. You were really scared, but the other kids were laughing and they were daring you and you couldn't avoid the dare. You had to take the dare. And so you went out there and you wandered and you pretended like you weren't paying attention, but the shopkeeper knew what was going on. You pretty sure you grabbed the bread and you ran, and he grabbed you. He caught you because it was your first time. And he beat you pretty hard for a while. And the other kids, they just laughed because that had been the dare. The dare wasn't for you to get food. The dare was for you to show that you were better than them. And you remember that. And then another memory comes. But this one's not yours. This isn't your memory. This is it's like a young woman. She's probably in her early 20s. And you know, because as you look down, you can see the very kind of unwrinkled hands and stuff, but the memory is of you, and she's standing over the table down there, and she's very frightened. But she knows she has to do this for something that she's going to learn. And she wants to learn. She wants to learn so badly for some reason. And she reaches out and touches the stone in the center of the table, and that's the end of the memory. But it's a start, like it wakes you up. You can feel another memory teasing at your mind, but you can turn your mind away from it if you want.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You get another memory. This one, it's a little clearer than the one of the young lady, like it's newer or something. It's a young man. And he's sparring with somebody. And as he's sparring and he's moving, and you can feel that he's got some pride in the strength of his body, and he's enjoying this contest of arms. And his opponent starts saying things to him, you know, insulting things, you know, what, don't even know who your mama is, you know, well, no wonder she didn't want you. You're such a terrible fighter, you know, just lots of taunting. And this young man is getting very angry. And as he lifts his shield, you can see a reflection in it. And you know who it is. And he jumps forward to strike at this man who's been taunting him. And the man uses that extension to get underneath and to stab him in the side. And you can feel the pain as the memory ends with anger at himself for falling for that this time. And you know it's a Ramiel.
So after that, kind of almost what I just did, gets a little bit of a smirk on his face, but then he's like, wait, why am I having other people's memories? Like, this is weird. What to do with them? Obviously, I think he sees the one of the lady touching the item as somebody who probably also is either trapped in here, or maybe even was trapped in here, and maybe that's the person the finger bone is, but who knows? It's kind of just putting that together, but that's just a hypothesis. But it doesn't really give him anything or make him any closer to getting out. The only other thing in the room is the finger bones, I think, but I already examined it, so I'm not sure what else he has other than to.
And you get another memory as you're still sitting in there, and you have a feeling that that's going to keep happening as long as you're in there. And this memory is of an old man. And he's also in the room down there. And he's teaching. And he's explaining something that you can't hear to these students, but you can feel what he was feeling, which is that there's something coming. And he's afraid, and they have to learn. And he reaches out and he points at the table, and he slaps at the table, and you look down at the students and you notice that he's missing a finger off his hand. And you notice that all of the students on the closest near end of the table are also missing a finger off of their hands. And one of them, he gestures, and the child really looks up at him, afraid. But he nods, and the child reaches out and touches the orb and is gone. And that's the end of that memory. I'm going to let you think on that for a minute, and we're going to go to Aramiel. It's trapped in his mirror.
Well, hey.
Happy birthday, by the way, everybody. It is Rob's
Thank you.
birthday this week.
Hey.
That wonderful
Hey.
little angelic halo around him is actually a happy birthday hat.
We all have little hats.
He's an old man now, like the
Yeah.
rest of us.
Yes.
I'm officially old.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's been a great ride, y'all.
Which means I'm like double old because I am double your age.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
Aramiel,
please.
you were in the other room when this happened, and all of a sudden you're back in this first room, and you're in a mirror. It's like, wait, that what? You know, you touched the orb several times, and it never did this until that one time.
Cross got involved.
And you failed a certain save, and
Yeah,
now
my
you're in a
fault.
mirror.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
And so you're in an
Yeah.
empty 5x5 room.
Yeah.
You can see the room. You watch everybody leave behind. You're like, hey, as they leave you. And Cross is there with them as they're leaving. But you're in just featureless 5x5 room, but you can see the room down below in the other mirrors as if they are lit. So you see them fairly clearly. You're in a mirror that's actually not on the roof. It's kind of on one of the walls. So you're looking kind of out into the room instead of down on the room. What do you do?
Can I look around at the other mirrors to see if I maybe can see Cross in his?
Okay, roll me perception check.
Hey, by the way, I have these sweet dice today. Wait, they're blurry right now. These rainbow dice, courtesy of Orchilia.
Oh, nice, nice. We'll see if they roll any better for you.
Oh, nope. They sure didn't.
Well, maybe it's not the dice. Maybe it's some karma that you've brought to yourself.
I didn't believe.
Yep.
No, it's
Okay. So what did
what is
you
it?
roll?
What is it? Insight?
Perception.
Perception. Wait a minute. Up. I got an 11.
Okay. You do not see Cross. You do see that there are, you can see the other mirrors, kind of in a form, and that just like when you first came into the room, that some of them are broken, and those broken ones seem kind of dark, like the light that was lit, making it so you could see everything that was going on is not working in them. There's a few of them that seem darker than some of the other ones for some reason, but they are not broken. And then there's the ones that are just regular, and they're filled with light, and they seem pretty empty.
Empty, as if somebody could like move through them potentially. Can I try going to like the edge of my mirror and like see if I can like transfer from this mirror to like another mirror?
You can try. You go over to the edge, and you push and you push, and no getting out of this room like that.
Not even via moving some mirrors.
Yeah.
Can I look around my my 5x5 prison?
Yep.
and
Do
see
me
if I
another
can find
perception check.
anything? At 20, come on. Hey, I got 19. Oh, all right. Investigation. Wait, is it no perception? I got a dirty 22.
All right. There is absolutely nothing in your mirror. However, as you're standing there against the side and you're looking around, the mirror that you can kind of see into the mirror next to you, and there is something in that mirror.
Do I know what it is?
Well, with that roll, yes, you do. You can see that it is what looks like another humanoid. It's a little blurry. It's hard to see things clearly, but you can see the shape definitely, it's not even pacing, it's just kind of sitting there like but it moves and you can see the hair, a little bit, and so that it's alive, but it's just sitting.
Can I go over there and try to communicate with this?
You
Bing?
try. What do you do to communicate?
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna wave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout something. Sure. Okay. Shout and wave.
Okay. I rolled a 1 on their ability to see you.
Oh
They can't.
no.
Yeah, there's no sound that's getting through that you don't think. You can't hear anything from them either, or from anywhere. It's just like that deadened sound feeling. You wave, doesn't notice you, doesn't look at you.
Can I still cast spells in this 5x5?
You don't know.
You don't know? All right. I can't do another perception check to look for cross, can I?
Now that you've done some other things, you could certainly try.
Technically, if I got sucked in first, he wouldn't even know that I was in a mirror.
No, because he just saw you walk out with everybody else.
Right. So essentially I would just be like perception checking for like other beings other than this person next to me.
Yep, and you could totally try it again. Now that you have a clear idea kind of what you're looking for.
That'd be great.
Yeah, you did notice that the mirror next to you that had the figure in it did appear a little darker.
Okay. So I've done a few other things. Can I do a perception check to see if I can figure out who that person is?
Yeah.
All right. Come on, that's 20. That's 17. All right, that's still not bad. All right, your dice way better than mine, just saying. I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Dirty 20, as you look closer and you're looking at like the hunch of the figure and the way the head moves and stuff, you think it might be a goblin.
I don't speak goblin.
But it is in a darkened mirror, and there were other darkened mirrors there.
Can I look over at the other darkened mirrors to see if there's anything else I can?
Yeah, roll me another perception check.
All right.
I know, lots of
Hey.
rolling, lots of rolling.
It's all right. These dice are doing me real good. I got an 18 plus 3, so I got a 21.
Okay. You look out and you can see that there, like I said, there are mirrors that seem very clear and light, and those ones seem empty. You can't see anything in them. Then there's mirrors that seem a little darker. And then there's the mirrors that are broken that seem very dark, like there's nothing lighting them up from inside. You're looking around, and you manage to really kind of focus in on one that's just like barely across from you. And what you see on that one is there's not a figure in there, but there is something on the floor. It looks kind of like a hand.
Can I try to go over to the mirror to get over to that hand?
No, you cannot, because it's clear across the way and you can't get out.
Hey, man.
And you have a memory, because this is that place. And you're like, oh God, this again. But this one is it starts with one of your memories. And it's a memory you don't like, which is maybe why that's coming up. So when you were leaving the seat of power for the last time, and you walked out onto the street and you just stood there and you watched the carriages go by and people go by, and a lot of people were looking at you funny because you're just standing there on the street, you're not moving. but what you're feeling just kind of a sense of, okay, now what? What's next? That lost feeling. And you stood there for probably a half an hour just standing there outside the now locked behind you door. When you said, well, okay, out loud probably, and people looked at you funny again. And you realized that, you know, all the rest of the times of your life when you were feeling upset, you went and you trained. And that's how you coped with things. And now that you feel like you've lost your heart, that's the only thing you can think of. And so you finally take that first step away from the door, and you know you're going to the training facility to train. And that's the end of that memory.
Mm.
And you have another memory. And this memory feels weird. It feels different. It feels like roll me an insight check.
Got a 12.
Okay. There's something wrong, but you don't know what. You're not sure why this memory is not coming through very clear. But it's a memory. And you see that you're standing, whoever you are, that you're being in this memory, you're standing before this massive door, ancient door, made of a kind of a carved out of blue crystal. It's amazing. In the side of a mountain. And you turn and you look behind you, and you can see a path going away from that you've just come from, lined with beautiful carved quartz and crystal pillars that goes down to the ocean. And the moon is just setting at the ocean. And you know, this is the last time that you're going to see it. And you turn and you reach out your hand, and it's a female hand, it's a feminine hand, and it's pale and it's beautiful. And you reach the door to push it open, and the memory ends.
Well, that doesn't give me a lot of information on how to get out of this tomb. All right.
No.
But
You have another memory. You wait long enough, it's going to keep happening. You can choose to listen to it, or you can choose to try and push it away and focus on other things.
I'll sit and listen.
Okay. In this memory, you see somebody who's in the mirror. And they're a child. Well, they're probably a teenager. And they're crying. And they're crying because they forgot the trick at first, and they've been in there for too long, and now they're going to fail their grade. But they've remembered what they need to do now, but they don't want to. They're scared. And the memory ends. I'm going to leave you to think about that. We're going to go back to cross.
Okay, all right, solid.
I live.
Okay, sorry guys for the rest of you. And this has got to happen. All right. Cross.
Hey, it's all about us.
It is all about you right now.
Right.
Okay, so Cross, you're sitting in this mirror. You've seen some memories.
Obviously, I'm gonna just keep seeing memories. I mean, I think I've deduced from this that this is a teaching versus not traditional teaching, but teaching through the memories of others. And I'm not sure that helps me figure out how to get out of here, but that does seem to be what this place is for. It's so
Okay.
that people can learn through others' experiences.
Okay, roll me an insight check. And get it a good roll.
See, it's because you said that. I rolled a 5 plus, what'd you say, insight?
Uh-huh.
Plus 4, so that's a 9.
That's a 9. Just there's something, you know, it's there and you haven't gotten it yet.
Also the thing with the fingers is slightly confusing because it seems like, question, did the person he called up last have a finger missing?
No.
And disappeared.
No.
Cool, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay. 'Cause obviously you need to leave I mean, he's thinking obviously. It feels like you need to leave a piece of yourself here or else you can't escape. And it makes him think that because the other students had a finger missing, that they had left a piece of themselves so that they could escape. But does it have to be flesh, I wonder?
Oh, you can always try. I can see claws.
Cross pulls off or pulls out his sword and chops off one of his braids.
Okay. And it just stays there. It lands on the ground and nothing happens.
Must be a piece of you. Cross does not want to chop off his finger.
What?
For obvious reasons.
Okay, I'm going to leave you to think about that for a minute, and we're going to go to the people in the room with the cats. Dun, dun, dun.
Meow.
Meow.
All right. So we have here 3 mice and 3 people in this room. Aramiel is just at the doorway. Cross is standing just inside the doorway. And Penny is right next to the fountain. And the other 3 of you are over on the side, kind of by where the illusionary child is weeping. Okay, the cats have just been let out from the room, secret door that is just to the side of where the weeping child is. And they see you. We had rolled initiative. And with our initiative, Cross gets to go first.
So, having pulled out his crossbow, Cross fires a bolt at Penny.
Okay, roll to hit. Penny, what is your armor class?
That's my armor class.
That is a 14 plus.
Now remember,
Fuck you, my armor
I know
class.
I'm using the doppelganger
stats.
stats, which I have pulled up.
Oh, I see.
And
Yeah.
that is a what level is the doppelganger? The same level as me?
Yep.
Okay, so it has a proficiency of +3. So that's
You
a
hit me.
plus-
My armor class is 13.
Okay, so that's a +3 +4, so that's a 14 +7. So
Fuck you, bitch. Penny's not your friend no more. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
hey, you don't know it's not me.
That's what I said. Penny's not your friend anymore.
Yep. Okay. So roll damage.
All right. So is that using my same? So is the doppelganger have my
Don't try and
gear
kill me.
and everything?
He's got your gear, but it's not magical because it's a copy of your gear. So
Okay,
none of
it's
it's
not
magical.
A,
It's
plus
just
one.
yeah, it's not a +1.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
But he has my same stats. No,
No.
not same stats, but same level.
Yeah, same level,
Okay.
but that's all.
Okay. So he does get a. So that means he has a.
And that's only because he just actually was that level when he was
Okay.
trapped. So
So that's 1d10. Okay. That is a 6 plus his dexterity. So that's a +4 plus his. I think that's actually you only get your yeah. So that's a 6. That's 10 damage.
okay. So Penny, you take 10 damage.
And
Fuck
then
you.
You were just
And then he runs over to her and does a slam attack.
okay. Can he do a second attack? He can
He
do the
has
movement.
multi-attack.
Okay. All right.
I am playing the doppelganger the way he should
be
which is-
played. All right. All right. So
See
run
this
over.
face and
and-
this finger. This is for you.
And okay, so you run over to where where Penny is at the fountain in the
Okay.
center of the room, and you do a slam attack.
And he rolls a nat 1.
Ah, all right, Penny. Cross runs at you,
Huzzah.
and he like wants to slam you, and he like trips and it's like he's not quite working right, and he misses you and kind of bumps into the side of the fountain. Cross, roll me a
Penny, we
dexterity
can't hear
check.
you.
We can't hear you, Penny.
Can I push him in? Because I'm next on the.
Let's see. Actually, no, Orkilia is next.
Ah, poop. Well, that's all right.
Okay, but
Can I push him in anyways? Because he
Cro-
came in and he's
Well,
like moving
when
out
it's
I mean,
on
on
that
your
was
your
a that was a critical fail. I feel like.
well, and
something
actually,
could happen.
that's why Cross. I'm having you roll me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Fallen. You need a bath anyway.
All right. I rolled. Apparently, I don't roll as well unless I'm rolling for myself. That is a 5 plus his dexterity is a +4, so that's a 9.
All right, you the DC on this, just like I told them last time, is 14. You fall in, you trip, you rush past her, you hit the side of the fountain because that's where she was right next to it, and it is a trap. So you fall and it sucks you in, and Cross disappears to view into the water.
That's called instant karma.
But now Cross knows where that goes, if anywhere, and you guys don't. Anyway, now it is Orkilia's turn. And Aramiel, you need to roll me an initiative check because you're in the doorway now.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. He's 23.
I can't hear you.
He's
Oh,
23.
23. Okay.
It's okay.
Unmuted.
Muted again.
Okay.
There we go. All right. I got it.
Okay, so let me get this completely clarified. So we are mice. And did we see something happen in order to see that suddenly 2 of our party members became doppelgangers?
Nope.
just from our perspective, I
actually
got turned
at-
into a mouse, and then people started attacking my baby, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. That's back in
Right.
the mirror room. That's one of the things that I had you guys roll perception for.
Oh.
And everybody failed it except for Penny, who then failed her insight check to figure out what the perception meant. So
Great. All right. Well, so I'm gonna cast, because I can still cast as a mouse, right?
depends on the verbal component. If the
There,
spell,
I mean,
it should say on there.
it says a pinch of fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket. So yeah, verbal somatic, but I can squeak.
I would say that you can try.
Yep.
With disadvantage.
It is not. It is just a thing that happens.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
not a
you're gonna. It is gonna be a roll because you are not speaking with your
Okay.
own voice, and you've never
So-
been in another shape before.
So then, would I just roll my modifier or my attack?
You're gonna roll me a intelligence check,
Oh. Blah, 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 blah.
like for combat casting.
At disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
That's on the die. That's a 4 and a 5.
Oh, okay. All right. I
Oh,
would have
that's a
to say that you go
Jesus, that was so loud.
and nothing happens.
Sure.
Sorry.
Fucking A. Okay. I still have to expend that slot though, don't I?
I would say no, because
Okay.
it didn't get even far enough to try and go off.
Okay. Well, that completely defeats what I was gonna do. So, because now I can't do another little attack, can I? Can I try to climb a cat?
Yes, you can certainly try to climb a cat.
Great. I want to try to climb a cat to ride it like a horse.
Okay. Roll me a dex. Or no, this would be a I'm thinking an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics I'm okay at. Come on, roll good. Roll good.
I
Okay.
have
So it's a 22.
nice. All right. All of a sudden,
I'm drawing this later. I'm just telling you right now.
the three of you see this little mouse that has bright orange fur, and it runs across the floor towards the cats, which aren't quite at you. It's like the mouse is charging the cats and you don't know why. And all of a sudden the mouse just like, it takes it big and it leaps into the air and it does a somersault and its tail starts squiggling just like a squirrel does when it's flying through the air, and it lands on the back of the cat and it grabs on with its little thing and even with its teeth, and it makes it onto the back of the neck. The cat can't get it
Great.
off.
Yep. Nope.
And
I don't know if there's anything else I can do, but the intention will be to wrangle cats.
Mouse acrobatics. Oh
To be-
yeah.
To be honest, this like the image of the mouse like charging the cat instead. I'm gonna get real nerdy here. I play a game called Warhammer, and at one point
Yep.
in a tournament I was playing Tau, which is an army that predominantly shoots at people and wants to get nowhere near anybody. And
Yep.
people kept walking over to my game, and I was playing against Space Wolves, which are very combat oriented, and I kept moving towards them, and people kept being like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was just like, "Don't ask questions." And then and I ended up winning that game. Don't ask how. I'm gonna cut this short, but it's literally the first thing I thought of when she was like the mouse running at the cat.
I actually won a sparring match when I was first learning Tong Sudo after having taken a number of years of Shaolin and Xingfa Kung Fu, and the Tang Sudo Taekwondo guy was, he was a red belt, so nearly a black belt, and he had all these fancy kicks, and they were making all of us white belts because I had just started go spar him for God knows why, and I'm like, okay, and all I had to do was just I'm like watching him and going, okay, I know what I'm doing. I step inside his kicking reach, because it was clear he didn't really know what to do with his hands, which is, you know, means fall down in his teaching and stuff. And so I just got in his reach and it was like body shots because we weren't allowed to do the face. And I won. And they were very upset, even though because I was a white belt.
That's how you
It
do
reminds me of
That's
the
how
one
you do
time
it.
when I was in WoW.
Guys,
No,
we
I know,
gotta
I
stay
know.
on track.
I know,
I
I'm
know.
joking, I'm joking.
That's what I was trying to make it real short, but it's like doing the unexpected. It works.
It's
Mhm.
awesome. Okay, so we have the orange fur mouse on the back of a cat, and now it is Aramiel's turn. Aramiel, what do you do?
Wait, I still have my
He's a 23. You're a 19.
poop. You're right.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right. So as not a Ramiel,
Yeah.
I'm
Faux
also-
Aramiel.
so I'm also gonna go and attack Penny.
Oh.
I'm really sorry. It's not me. It's me.
Okay. Roll to hit, Penny.
Yeah.
But how are you attacking? Is it a range attack, or are you moving in and going up to her to hit her with your sword?
I'm gonna do a range attack.
Okay. What do you have that's a ranged thing?
Actually, wait. I don't even have a bow or anything. I have to go up with her, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go up with her and punch her in the face. I'm not gonna pull out my
Okay.
sword.
All right. So Ramiel comes running into you, Penny, and he tries to punch you in the face. Roll to hit, but remember you're using the doppelganger's stats and not Ramiel's.
Right. Wait.
It's because Penny's the non-mouse, the only other non-mouse in the room.
So you're
don't
so
mind.
essentially you're doing a slam attack. I see.
Yeah.
Huh? Am I what?
Which is a tried and true doppelganger attack.
I just have an earthquake. Oh, sorry, that was me. Okay.
There they are. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. Do. So wait, so I'm attacking with a punch to the face. So it's like is that a strength check?
What would that be?
Oh no,
No, that's not good.
I got a
Not gonna
17.
play
I got a
it.
17 plus whatever the doppelganger got. So that's
Okay.
not
That is,
great.
that's a
Not-
17 plus 6.
Oh, that's not great for Penny.
Oh
Fuck
no.
you, bitch.
I got a 23.
Oh. So he
I'm
slams
really-
he slams you. What are you trying to do? Just punch her or knock her down?
Just punch her.
Okay.
Just, just
Okay.
as
Roll damage.
That's a 6d6, right?
Well,
Hey,
no,
man.
it's not a Ramiel's damage, it's their damage.
Where is this?
Plus 6 to hit, reach 5 feet, one range, hit 7, 1d6 plus 4.
1d6 plus 4. All right.
Yeah.
So I got a 5 plus 4. I got 9 damage. I'm sorry. Penny.
Okay. Oh, Penny, you're hurt.
I've actually
Penny,
got some
I'm
bad
both sorry and
news.
not sorry because I am a doppelganger.
Fuck you,
Yep.
bitch. What? How
I'm-
much damage you died?
I've
9
actually-
damage.
Plus
I've
it
actually
was
got
9
some-
damage total.
I've got some bad news for Penny as I'm reading the doppelganger again. Seeing as I also had a surprise attack, seeing as I was the first one in combat and she didn't know that I was her enemy.
Oh no.
From my attack
Even in that
from the
situation, I can't be surprised.
Oh, you can't? Oh, well, thank God, because you just avoided 10 damage plus 3d6.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I'm
That's
just,
like,
I'm trying
Wow,
to be as pragmatic as possible. And so I was like, oh shit, I just read this. What,
It's
thank
like, oh
God
my
you
God.
can be surprised. Okay, then you're
Nope,
good.
I can't be surprised. I that feat I took because I was like, she's such a pansy. It's gotta be the one thing she can do. Okay. Not a pansy. No, she's not, but
Yeah.
Is it my turn now?
It is now your turn, Penny.
Okay, so how close are we now to the fountain thing?
Oh, you're right next to it. You went and were looking at it to try and figure out if you could see anything in it and stuff. So you were right next to it. That's why Cross's character could, with his natural 1, fall in.
Okay. I am going to use a bonus action to wild shape
Okay.
into a bear, a brown bear.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action to try and slap him into the water.
Water.
thing. Yeah. Because the other guy's gone now, so I was like, you know what? Maybe that'll cool them off. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Roll to hit.
Okay, hold on. Let me find my what my wild shape stats are because I no longer use my stats for this. I use his or its.
Oh, hey. Good. Hey, cutie.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Cats hugging the doppelgangers.
Yeah, I mean, you.
All right, all
Mhm.
right, all right. Okay, so I'm rolling to hit. Come on. Roll. Wait, it's not showing me anything. Come on. Can I borrow somebody's d20? The roll dice thing is not working. Sweet. 15, 19. All right, so that's a 19 to hit. Did that get you? What's your armor class?
Aw.
And now I think we have to do a strength off for me to knock you into the water.
Yep. So you both have to roll a strength check.
My strength is 19 plus 4. So 23 for you.
I can't hear you, Rob.
I got 13 plus 0, so 13 it is.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that means that Penny as the spare now. So we have mice, we have cats, and now we have a bear in this room. And the bear, "Rawr!" and it takes this poor sad little doppelganger just wanting to live his life, and it knocks him into the fountain and
You punched me in
gets
the
sucked
face.
down.
Where
Yep.
that I don't know if anybody can hear the purring cat, but this is what Orkelia is attempting to do.
Oh.
The purring cat was purring with me first, just saying.
Since that was technically only one attack and I get 2 as a brown bear, can I use my other attack to roar at the cats to get them to go away?
You can try.
I'm going to try. I'm going to
Okay, you're gonna
try
go,
to intimidate those
"Rawr!"
pieces of cute fuzzy shiznizzle.
All righty. Roll me an intimidation check.
All right, that is a 13, 14, 15? 15. Did it work on the
Okay.
cats? This gigantic brown bear roaring at them. Did they go away? Except for the
Well-
one, hopefully, that Orkelia's on. Hopefully that one doesn't run away.
Okay.
It's like, it's my bestest friend.
All right. There were 13 cats. 4 of them have stayed, and the
Okay.
rest are running away.
Okay, but only 4 of them stayed, so that's good. That's
Mhm.
fine. Oh, that's where it shows the rolling thing. Ah, is she on one of those 4, Orkelia, or did she stay?
Let's say Orkelia, high or low.
Buddy, let's go with low.
All right. No, she's getting carried away.
Yay!
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
The cat
What the
turns
fuck?
and begins to flee towards the doorway. You'll note, though, that none of the cats actually try to go back into the door that they came out of. That they're all heading for the doorway to this room
All right.
or doorway.
Sorry.
Okay. And now it is Darkness's turn.
Yeah, a super cute mouse.
Okay, a super hot mouse.
Yeah. So this is the
Um,
black mouse, the little black mouse.
Yeah. Black with a little tattoo on her
Mhm.
cheek of a crescent moon and a cross. And I'm looking around at what's going on. And I think I want to try to cast a dispel magic.
All right. Just like with
And-
Orkelia, you're going to need to roll me back in the day, it would have been a concentration check. These days, it would be a it's an intelligence check.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I don't see a
So-
concentration.
Trying to roll. No.
Intelligence.
with
okay.
disadvantage.
So that's I've got an 18.
Okay. You do. You managed to get it off. Where are you casting the dispel magic? Where are you
The
centering it?
mirrors. I think
You're not
the
in. You're not in.
mirrors.
You're not in the mirrors. You're in a room with
Oh.
a fountain and a crying boy. And when you guys went over to the crying boy is when this happened.
Okay, so to the crying boy.
Okay. You cast dispel magic, and all of a sudden, everything stops.
You said intelligence.
You
right?
guys are people again.
Yay!
You're naked, but you're people.
What? I love being naked.
The cats hiss and scream and start scampering away. The boy, he like freezes for a moment. And you're not sure how long this is going to last. He didn't go away, but he did stop for a little while. So, okay, you cast a spell and now you are yourself again and you have a move action. What would you like to do?
My move. I'm not sure what I can do in a move action. I want. Can I try to scoop up the other mice, and collect them?
You dispelled the curse for temporarily.
So nobody is a mouse anymore.
So nobody's a mouse anymore. So the little and Bidoof is looking very, very
Should have
traumatized for a
scrambled.
moment.
Action move. What should I do? A move
You
away
can-
from the
you can
boy?
move toward all the door that the cats are running toward.
Yes,
You
I want to
can-
move towards away from the boy and towards where the cats are running towards.
Well, and that's the door where you guys came in, because that's the only door that's open right now. There is another door right across from it, but you haven't opened it yet. So
The
here.
door. I want to move towards the door across from us.
Okay. Let me know when you guys need me to show you the map. All righty. So we now have at the door. So now it is Eye's turn. Or no, now it's the cat's
Eyes?
turn. Eyes goes last. Now it's the cat's turn. Okay, so Orkelia, when you came back, the cat that you were riding is now pinned underneath you a little bit.
It didn't scramble? I feel like a cat would just.
Oh, it tried, but I rolled for it and did not make its dexterity check. So it's kind of pinned under you. It's not dead, but it is pinned. The other cats are definitely the four that weren't running and scared by the bear are now running and scared by all the people in there. So they're all scrambling kind of under everybody's feet to get towards the one exit that they can see. What do you do? The cat that you're kind of kneeling on, by the way, is it's a little orange tabby.
I'm definitely not kneeling on it. The second it's on, the second I'm up. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not hurting that cat for anything.
And it scrambles away.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Roll me a dexterity check. I'm sorry, roll me a grapple check, because that's what you're doing. You're trying to catch it,
It's
right?
still, well, grapple isn't on the list here. So we can do dexterity, strength.
That would be dexterity.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay. The opposed dexterity check for the cat was a 6. So you do manage to catch it, even with that terrible roll.
Oh, it's
It's
okay,
like,
BB. It's okay.
ah,
Shh,
okay.
shh, it's okay. It's
The
okay.
cat
Shush.
will claw you. And now,
mean-
since combat has ended, as you're all human again, we're going to go out of initiative. But yeah, now you have a very upset orange tabby.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it by the scruff of the neck and just, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be cuddly. And you're gonna be squishy. And like, yep, nope, nope. Be nice. Scritch, scritch, scritch.
Okay.
And also, you're gonna cover me until I find my clothes. Hold on.
Okay. So you go
So
to
like,
find.
yeah, holding by the scruff and like under until the cat calms down. I will be hunting for my clothing.
Okay.
And making myself as decent as possible while holding a pussy. Okay,
well,
I'm good.
an angry pussy, as it were.
You know.
Darkness. You notice because you like being naked, you're not really worried about the whole clothes thing, and you'll notice that
Yeah, she's happy being naked.
that Penny is very, very damaged. So when she sits back down, you want to let her know.
Yeah, I just to clarify, the doppelgangers, what happened to them?
They both went into the pool and were sucked down somewhere.
Okay, great. So from our perspectives, our two friends went insane, started beating up a friend, and then fell down a tunnel of water light.
Yes, into a whirlpool of water that has sucked them down into it, and so you don't know where it goes. You don't know what's happened to them.
That's a lot. That's a lot. All right. Well, I'm gonna find my clothes, and then I have to put the cat down in order to put the clothes on. So I'm assuming the second I put the cat down, it's gonna go running.
Yeah.
But I tried. And then I guess once I find clothes, then I'll notice that there's a bear freaking. So a little distracted by riding a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't see Penny. There is a bear. So you actually do not see her injuries right now. Now we're going to go back to Cross and Ramiel in the mirrors.
No.
Yeah, right. Like we don't know where we are.
Cross really doesn't want to cut off his finger. He's really hoping there's another option.
He's gonna totally have to.
Not necessarily. Maybe necessarily. You don't know. Am I that mean? Am I that mean of a GM?
Probably. So Cross is gonna be like, he thinks about it. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. And then he's gonna go to look out to see if he can't see anything else outside of the mirror.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
Mirrors. 17 plus 7.
Okay. What are you specifically looking at? Or just kind of a general, like trying to get a sense of things?
Well, he knows everybody's gone. I don't know. He's kind of looking almost at, pretty much anything he can see that might be out of the ordinary, like the other mirrors, just like,
Okay.
the room.
Well,
but like obviously he can't interact with anything in the room, or at least he feels that way. So he's probably looking into the other mirrors to see if he can't see anything.
all right. Well, what you see is very much like what Ramiel saw, that some of the mirrors seem to be fairly brightly lit. So you can see into them pretty easily with the way that this magic's making them lit up, and they're empty. A few of the mirrors that are unbroken are darker, and in one of them you do see some movement. And then the broken mirrors are very dark, like whatever magic was in them is gone, and so there's no light for you to be able to see.
I hone in on the ones with movement and try to investigate a little bit closer.
All right, investigate
like,
a little closer.
Focus on it.
Yeah, really focus on that. You notice movement in just one of them, because you're looking straight down, so you're getting a good eye view of the ones at the bottom, and there's something in it that's moving, and as you're looking at it, you see that it's the way it's moving changes. It's like, one moment it's like and the next moment it's like and the next moment it's like its shape is changing continually while it's in there. screaming and yelling and whatever it's doing.
Seems weird.
You can feel memories clamoring at the back of your mind, but you can kind of hold them at bay while you're focusing.
God. Cross gets a little bit pissed, and he just since it's magical, maybe it'll have some effect. He like pulls out the crossbow, puts his foot on like the freaking the part that he can see and fires at it. Kind of like
The part of what? The
like he'd be like here's the part that he can see, like out of. And he like pulls out his shot, he like puts his foot on it, and he's just like bah! Like trying to like shoot the
break the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror part of it.
Okay. The arrow shoots out with all its force, and it's like stops dead. It's like and it just sits there like
fucking time. So the arrow is kind of suspended in air.
it's like it's stuck in the edge of the mirror. It didn't penetrate at all. It's just like right there. Yeah.
Stuck there. Experiment with the finger. Try to push the finger bone into the mirror.
Okay. It doesn't go.
Okay. Oh, this was annoying.
Okay. Aramiel and Cross both roll me perception checks.
Hey, 18 plus 7.
All right.
Perception is
25.
Yep.
It's only 10 plus my doppelganger. Wait, no, this is Zermiel.
Yeah, this is
Alright, so I
actually
got
Aramiel.
13.
Yeah,
I
you're
got
done with
13.
doppelgangers for now.
Still didn't do super great, but 13.
Okay. Cross, you notice movement down in the room at the door.
I look at it.
It looks like cats running past and into the door and through the room, and several cats. Roll me. There's no luck checks. Roll me a high or low. Or say high or low, and I will roll it, actually.
I do have. Yeah, there are no luck checks. There'd only be. Yeah, I don't know what you'd make somebody roll.
She said high or low.
It's high or low.
Yeah.
So choose high or low. I rolled a 6-sided dice, and if you get the same thing that I rolled, something will happen. And if it didn't, then it won't.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 type of. I believe in you. I'm gonna pick high.
Okay, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, I knew it.
Sorry. Sorry.
I knew I should have picked low.
That would be a 3.
Nobody else picked high.
Okay. All right. Aramiel, roll high or low.
We go low.
Okay. Okay. This would be 2. All of a sudden, you are thrust out of the mirror. You don't know why.
Oh,
because you didn't see what was happening in the room down below.
Okay.
And you stumble out of the wall, Cross. You see this. You see a Ramiel stumble out of the mirror. And because your perception check was so high, what you saw was that a cat went in, but Ramiel didn't see that because he didn't see the cats at all. But you did. And so something went in. So a Ramiel came out.
Interesting.
I mean, literally, he's just at this point, he's just like, motherfucker. He's trying to get it, like literally, he's doing it again. There's somebody in the room. He's trying to make himself big. He's trying to get his attention. He's like, look up, you fucking moron. Like up here.
Okay. Well, no sound goes out, but I mean,
Obviously.
some of the mirrors are darker, and now Ramiel knows what that means. Ramiel, what do you do?
Can I look around to make sure that, like, you know, none of my comrades have been, you know, I was
Yeah,
just
'cause-
forced into this awful mirror of destiny. I want to make sure that it wasn't like all of everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a
Yeah.
perception check.
19
Yay!
plus 3 at 22. Crosses is
Okay.
good to me.
What you see is that all of the, you know, as you're looking around, several of the darkened mirrors have, you know, kind of moving shapes in them, but they don't seem natural and human. You're looking around, you do manage to see one person that looks like a humanoid up there. So that might be one of you guys.
Okay, but I don't know who it is.
Maybe not quite, because it is dark. It's hard to see, like with the other things. You could see movement. Oh, with that gesture, you know exactly who it is.
So,
And Alex, are you wearing those socks? That's what we need to know.
God damn it. No, should I go put them on?
We have a 5-minute break
Man.
coming up in just a minute. So
you were almost out of the mirror. Now, no chance.
mm,
So wait, do I know it's Cross or not?
you know it's a human. It's a
I know
human
it's a
being.
human.
Whereas the
Oh.
others, you're not sure.
Okay, well, can I like take my? It's like on the ceiling, right? So I'm not like 12'10", so I can't like just stab it with my sword. But could I throw my sword at the mirror to break it, knowing that it's another human?
Absolutely. Roll me to hit.
Yeah.
Range to hit, so that's dexterity.
19.
All right.
Okay. I'm stealing these.
I love how excited
Come on.
he's finally rolling high.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like-
Alex is like, oh, this isn't your every single roll. Not my dexterity. I got that.
well,
dirty-
Alex is the god of dice.
Hey, I'm just saying it's good to see you happy, you know?
Okay.
No, it's 'cause it's
Cross,
almost
here's
my
what you
birthday.
see. What you see is Ramiel looking around. He looks around, he looks up, and he focuses at the mirror. You don't know that he really recognizes you, but he sees that somebody's in there. You can't tell if he recognized you or not, but he pulls out his sword and he just flings it at the mirror. And you see it flying, and then it hits the mirror, and the next thing you know, you don't hear a crash, you don't hear a bang. The next thing that you know is that suddenly you are falling from the ceiling.
I activate my ring of feather falling.
There you go. Your first time, eh?
I
And
actually get to
you
use
see
it.
all of a sudden, oh my God, it's
Damn.
Cross, and he starts to fall out. He looks like he's been pretty upset. But as soon as he starts to fall, it's like,
Can I delicately catch him in my arms?
absolutely.
Princess Carrie, Princess Carrie.
It's nice and slow. So now both gentlemen are finally out of the mirror.
Like,
Oh wow.
like, I'm sitting there like,
Okay.
Some people pay good money.
Oh dear.
And then I'm gonna look at Cross in his eyes delicately and go, Cross,
Yep.
Nexus, let me know this is more than bigger than you and I. We'll talk later.
Drop.
And then just drop him down, and then we'll
And then I float to the ground.
Slow descend with this weird eye contact.
All right. And now, is this where you guys want to take a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay, everybody, we're taking a 5-minute break. I'm going to stay right here while everybody else goes, and I'll maybe I'll quote Shakespeare or something while everybody else is going. Everybody go. Get a drink. Use the restroom.
Woo!
So, Cross, you've had some things to think about. You got some memories, and so did
We sure
Aramiel.
has. Yeah, we did.
And both of you, since you're the first two back, we will go with you guys first. You're in the room. Whatever it was that let you out of the mirror is not in the room anymore. It's probably in the mirror. And you hear commotion out the doorway and around to the side.
Sorry, we started chatting because we like each other.
That's okay. Liking each other is a good thing. All right. All right. And we're back. You guys missed my my monologue and Cross's romantic musings.
Description of events.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna have to look back and re-research it.
Yes, yes, you will. Yes, you will. All right. So Cross and Aramiel, you hear commotion out in the hallway. You don't see what let Aramiel out of the mirror, but we know that Aramiel let Cross out of the mirror. The shapes that you still see in the mirrors, none of them look like humans. Some of them look like they're changing shapes. Probably, you know, that trick of the mirror, who knows. Anyway, but then again, you don't know. You know that you guys saw yourselves walk.
I'm really sorry, Tanya. We got to pause because the person who is streaming has to restart her computer.
Okay, we'll pause.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I also was checking.
We'll
and
be
it was not
back.
working.
All right,
Be right back.
everybody. We'll be back.
Be right back.
Perfect.
Okay, ready?
I like how everybody's wearing their hat differently.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a unicorn, bitch.
On that note.
Technically, you are. You're the only elf that most people have seen do magic in like forever. So you're kind of a unicorn in the game too.
That's
Yep.
true. That's true. I once had a
Accurate.
person ask me if what I wanted to be, and when I was a child, I said I want to be a unicorn when I grew up, and I didn't know
you
why
did.
they were so excited about that.
I think you nailed it. All right, let's go. Okay.
You did it.
Woohoo!
2, 1. Streaming.
Hey, May. We're back.
Hey, everybody.
We are back.
Okay, now it's streaming. Yeah.
Yes. Now we are really back. For
Oh,
sure.
we're back.
For sure. And when last we left our intrepid crew,
Put the sock on.
we have Orchilia, Darkness, Penny, and Eyes getting the hell out of the whirlpool room. Where do you guys go? Okay, so first of all, we're missing 2 members of our crew that went down that. Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, I need you. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys the map.
Shauna needs
I'm
me.
muting.
All right. So you can see this is where I have you guys. I have you all getting ready to leave the room.
I mean, yeah, but we're missing 2 of our party members that went down the whirlpool.
That went down the whirlpool. Yes.
So
Darkness moved-
I don't think saying we're ready to leave the room is correct because
Okay.
suddenly we just lost 2 of our
2
members
people, which is
who
terrible.
went insane. So I think Orchilia is gonna at least because the whirlpool is stopped for the time being, correct?
No, it is still spinning.
It's still spinning.
Yeah, it's the illusion of the little boy that stopped for the time.
Got it.
being.
Okay. I guess I'll like back to the wall, inch around the whirlpool toward the door, but
So that was a lot, and we're missing 2 people, and I'm not entirely convinced that was them. thoughts? Literally anybody. No? Great. Cross! Arabia!
I speaks up and says,
screaming.
that was, I mean, has he ever attacked you before? I mean, he tried to attack me.
I mean, he attacks everybody, but I think like
This
to
may be a
actually
comment in a-
do damage, as opposed to just being a butt, is drastically different than he's normally. Because usually it's like, hey, I'm attacking because I'm mad about a thing, not just like, oh, hey, there's a person standing there and I'm going to attack them. Like that's a little out of character.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. And I'll scream again. Cross! Arabia!
Okay. Roll me a
Back
perception
over the
check,
bear.
Cross and Aramiel.
Good. Oh,
14.
these
Total.
dice.
Okay. It's a pretty easy roll. You hear, along with the commotion outside and down the hall,
You didn't even
it's
tell me. I got
it's
a
very
natural
muffled,
22.
like it's at some distance, but you hear Orkilia's voice yell, Cross, Aramiel.
Can we follow?
Have I gotten up off the ground?
You can.
Oh, I didn't know if I had yet because you said
You had not yet, no, but you hear
Okay.
that as you're sitting there.
Wait, also, have me and Ramiel, Cross haven't had a talk yet.
No.
You
We
said
both
we'll
just came out of
talk
the thing.
later after you let me. You were like, "We'll talk later. This is bigger than the two of us." And then you dropped me. And then so if I haven't gotten off the ground yet, this is like seconds later.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking at you, really confused. And then I hear the thing, and so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be like, yeah, "We're gonna put a pin in that.
Okay.
I think we should go."
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you also heard Orkilia's very desperate sounding voice yelling, Cross, Aramiel. So,
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna move pretty quickly, I imagine.
okay. Going back, they're not very far away. So I'm going back to that room. Orkilia, you're pressed up against the wall. Darkness has moved to the door. Penny is still, and Eyes are still right where they're at. Eyes is actually looking at the wall where the cats came out from. And he says, oh man, that's just brutal. You don't know what he's talking about, but it probably takes, I would give it probably another 2 rounds before Cross and Aramiel can get there. What do you guys do?
What's up, my dude?
Sorry, it's so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear you. Sean, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Bear Penny, also known as Benny,
Okay.
is standing by. Hey, I got this. Is standing by the pool, waiting for if they come back up. So she's looking at very fixedly at the pool and holding her action for when either one of them pops their faces out.
Okay.
So get a breath, and then she's gonna push them back in, just in case.
Okay. All right. And Eyes is over kind of looking, he's there kind of studying the illusion, and next to the illusion where the secret door opened up and let the cats out.
What's up, my dude?
Darkness?
You look like. Oh,
Darkness, what are you doing? I can't hear you. You're muted, by the way.
Hi, I am. So we're waiting.
No, the cats have just run out of the room very quickly. This all just happened. It's only been just a few seconds since all this happened. Penny moved up around the edge of the fountain there and yelled, Cross, Aramiel, a couple of times. And Eyes peeked over to where the cats came out of and said, oh, that's harsh. And Benny, the bear, there's a black bear there.
Brown bear.
A brown bear that is kind of waiting at the edge of the fountain, like a held action.
All right, so I sort of place myself in between the place where the cats might come back to be protected, and I'm waiting for Aramiel and Cross to come up because I'm assuming that we're going to progress forward as a team.
Okay, come back up through the whirlpool.
Yep.
Okay, so you're standing in the doorway, protecting it from cats coming back.
Mhm.
And Orkil, you look over at Eyes and he's like, oh man, I don't think those cats wanted to be in there.
I mean, yeah, it's a small room and it sucks, and I'm glad that they're free now.
Yeah, it looks like pretty hefty magic though. And he starts like gesturing, and he's going to cast a detect magic spell. And he says, oh, it looks like they use some sort of like a stasis. And some of you may not know what that means. It means that they, as he does, George turns around and starts lecturing about stasis. But this trap, it resets itself after a time limit, it looks like. So we'll want to
Wait.
be out of here before time limit.
Wait, question. If it resets itself, does that mean that the cats get recaptured?
I don't know. I think they weren't supposed to be able to get out of the room. Or maybe it brings more cats from somewhere. I really don't know. But it was a stasis thingy in there, I think. There's
there a way to-
residual about it.
Wait. So, question. Is it a trap of like you put a stick on a box and somebody knocks the stick and it goes down? Or is it like, ooh, magic trap?
It's magic, very much magic.
So can we dispel that magic for like ever?
Well, we did a dispel magic once, and he gestures at darkness, and it didn't. It just put it on turned it off for a little while. I think I'll have to think on that because we already did one, and it just turned it off for a little while. To turn it off permanently, I don't know that we have the power yet to do that.
That's fair. I'm just more concerned about the cats, and them not being trapped literally forever, because that's fucking awful, and whoever did that must die.
Well, I'll tell you what. After we find the library, we can go find the cats on our way out and bring them with us.
Great. That's all I ever asked.
But library first.
Oh, library first.
Do we have any kind of indication that Cross and Ramiel heard us or are coming our way in any?
Not a thing. Not a thing. Although roll me a perception check, everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody's
Ooh.
who's in the room.
Perception. Mine's real high. So that's a 24.
Yeah, Eyes gets an 8. So he pretty much fails that.
18.
You negative? Whatever your perception says. So it should be
skill.
yeah.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. All right.
18.
Everybody
for
wave
me.
at Ball.
Hello,
Hi,
human.
Paul. Hi, Uncle Paul.
Okay, so everybody who got a 15 or above
Woo.
hears
Sorry.
footsteps approaching at the doorway that the cats went through, which is the doorway, coincidentally, that you guys came in from. They're right behind you there, Darkness, but you were looking inside at the whirlpool. But there's footsteps coming.
Wait.
And you're the one that's closest
Sorry.
to it right there.
Okay.
There's footsteps coming up behind you. All of you heard them except for Eyes, who's busy focused on the thing. But you're right there. You're at the doorway, and they're coming up right behind you.
And I hear them. And
Yep.
okay. So I turn around and I know what I want to do. I just I don't know what to do. I collect everybody behind me.
They're already behind you in the room. These are
Okay.
coming from outside the room.
The footsteps are. I think I'm going to wait to see what I see.
Okay. Okay. You turn around and you see Cross and Aramiel coming running down the hallway towards the doorway. And Cross and
And then-
Aramiel, you see Darkness standing in the doorway, very much kind of on guard.
Does the
As you
bear
come
see
running.
them?
Hey, what's been going on?
Where have you been?
In a mirror?
Oh,
This giant brown bear that you guys didn't see comes in, like, bounds in front and is like all protective of Darkness and Orkilia.
So she's large, so that would push Darkness right out of the doorway.
That's fine. I'm trying to protect her. I'm a little frazzled, man.
Cross, not knowing the fuck's going on, pulls out his crossbow and is like, what the hell's going on? Like,
It's not attacking you. It's
I know,
just-
he's just like, what? Whoa, what was that?
Okay. Well, Darkness, yours right there. Penny is a bear. She cannot talk. She just pushed you kind of to the side, and you see Cross and Aramiel. Cross yells, "What the hell's going on?" Darkness, do you say anything?
I said, where have you been before?
In a mirror.
And in the mirror, yep.
Okay, we can't. There we go.
Okay. How did that happen? How do we figure out how we got in that mirror, out of the mirror? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did we go? What is happening?
You do realize there's a bear right next to you.
I'm pretty sure it's Penny.
Yeah, no, I definitely step in front of the bear.
Okay, Orkilia then pushes herself in front of the bear.
And I'm like, I'm not so worried about the bear. Did you watch all this? Yeah.
The bear is not the issue.
Cross kind of just like immediately like lowers the crossbow, like, Penny?
And Aramiel, you're there too.
Aramiel, what?
You're there too. There you go.
Yeah.
As you come up with Cross, Bear pushes Darkness out of the doorway and stands in front and is growling at you guys. Then Orkilia pushes herself in front of the bear, and this exchange of words just happened.
I mean, I'm just gonna stand and see what's going on, because like people are defending, people are protecting. It seems like there's a pretty good like thing going on. There's people in my crew that are defending both sides, so I'm gonna stand there neutral, chaotic neutral, and just kind of like watch and wait and see.
You're not a chaotic neutral.
What is that chaotic neutral?
Chaotic neutral's the Joker.
Joker, really?
No, that's like, you're like, what are
Not
you,
chaotic evil.
neutral?
That's chaotic evil.
You're actually chaotic good, but
Yeah,
you
you
know.
can be
Chaotic
chaotic good.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what you can't be.
So who? I mean, nobody's good in this situation, really. Like everybody's just kind of
I
like.
mean, neutral can be good. You can be a neutral good.
So I
Okay.
can just stand between everybody and kind of like push everybody aside.
You're
Like,
you're
listen.
push everybody aside.
Penny is looking at you all with laser beam eyes.
Especially with Penny. Everybody, calm down.
I'm a bear chameleon.
I don't even think we're in push away distance. Whatever.
Where are we currently?
Okay, let me show you the map and I'll
Turn
show you
forward.
exactly where you
Yep.
are. Okay.
That'd be great.
All right. So if you guys can see, move everybody to where they are now. They're all kind of, you two are together.
Are we literally like 5 feet away from her though?
This is 10, these are squares are 10 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, so you're literally like 10 feet away. Penny, who is the puppy right here, is actually a bear. And now Orkilia has pushed herself in front of Penny, and Eyes is over here looking at the trap, trying to figure it out. So that's where we're at.
So just okay. So there's a lot going on here. Basically, Penny is a bear. I'm pretty sure she's hurt, so she's gonna stay a bear for a little while. Hey, Penny, the ones who attacked you, not these guys. They look like these guys. They're not these guys. These guys. So I don't know where the hell you were, but it sounds like you were in a mirror. We're gonna unpack that later. In the meantime, we gotta keep moving because apparently this trap resets. So let's fucking go. Okay, let's go.
Fine.
All right, I start like
Let's just go.
like a-
It's been
Okay.
You gotta be.
So
Everybody figured out fucking.
But the cats.
so where are the components that we left behind?
Oh, they're still upstairs in a wagon.
Yeah. No, they're
Out of
staying
theirs,
there.
they were safe. Somebody was watching them.
Somebody was watching them. All right.
Yeah.
Then I have no opinion on where we go.
So cute.
Okay. George will come toddling over, eyes bedeuthed, and he will say, well, this room is clearly not the library. We can go through this door that's on the opposite side, or we can go back down and around to the other hallway. But I concur. It would be good to get out of this room.
All right, so let's go to that other door, and I guess prepare for yet another frickin' trap because this is Trap Central.
and so I'll put like my hand on the scruff of Penny's bare neck and just kind of start leading us toward the other door.
Okay.
Got to get out of there before the trap resets.
All right. So,
Bear like pushes Orkilia and nuzzles and like sniffs her.
okay, eyes moves over there with you towards that door. Penny and Orkilia move towards the opposite door. I'm going to share the map so you guys can see exactly where you're at. Okay. So they're going to this door. This is the door everybody came in. This is the door where the cats came out. This is the door you're all headed towards. It is closed, but you can see, that it's not closed all the way, that it's actually mildly propped open, like something bent the door so it can't close all the way.
Oh, great.
Can I sniff it and see if I get any weird smells from it or anything
Wait,
that seems suspicious?
wait, which door? Because that looks like a 4-way hallway.
Yeah, there is a door here underneath Penny.
Okay.
So this is a doorway.
I am standing on the door as a gigantic brown bear of awesomeness.
Okay, so roll me a perception check to see if you smell something.
Okay. I get a bonus, an advantage on it because I'm sniffing it.
Because you are a
So
bear.
I get to roll it twice and take the higher of the two.
Okay.
12 for one, 14 for the other. 14 plus, hold on one second. 18, yeah.
Okay. You do smell things. You smell the water that's in the room. You smell your companions, which are smelling a little bit like recently
Rank.
dried. Well, because they were in the water earlier too, so they all smell a little musty.
We all smell like wet dog.
Yep.
Oh, that's
But
true. She cleaned
on
herself.
On the other side of the door, you do smell something that smells a little bit like oil. You smell dust and stone, and you smell bone.
Mm. Do I smell anything that I don't recognize? Any weird smells that don't seem natural?
The oil.
Okay. Mm.
I
There's
can't
a
hear
little bit
what
of
you're.
sage.
I cannot
Mixed
hear
with
what you're
olive oil.
saying.
And a titch of vegetable oil thrown in because they're cheapskates. Yes.
All right.
Can I also roll a perception check to see what I see?
Everybody who is right there can roll a perception check. Yes.
Wow, that is a nat-o bad.
Cross is really, really enamored with the fact that Penny is a bear, and he rolled a 1.
Because he's too busy looking at the bear.
She'll
mean,
sniff
same.
you after she sniffed the door.
Okay. I can't hear you, Altana.
I have a 17.
17. All right. You see kind of the same thing they did. You're a little bit behind them, but you can kind of see that there is the roof under there over that door is bowing a little bit, like the earth is pressing on it, and it's pressing on the top of the door. So the door is not closed all the way, but it's also not open all the way. It's if you open the door, there is a mild chance, if you don't do something about it, that earth could come down.
All right. So I'm going to say to everybody, I think we have to keep moving. If we can prop up this door, I think we'll be able to keep going and go further, learn more.
Okay.
Help me out with this. Aramiel,
Yeah.
prop up this door.
I do.
Help me prop up this door.
I was so not listening.
What did you say? And he wasn't listening.
This is facepalm moments.
Sorry. I was looking at
Okay.
I was looking
Prop up a door.
proper door. Okay, yeah. What can I force open the door?
No,
Uh,
prop it open.
Prop it open? Yeah. Let me prop open this door.
Okay.
Force it open all you want, but
You
you're
get
not.
over there as you push your way past everybody else that is standing in front of the doorway, to get in front of there as darkness has asked you, and you see that the door is that the ceiling has like slightly collapsed and is resting on the door. The stones of the ceiling are resting on the door, which means that the door can't open or close without one of that stone potentially falling. So in order to open the door, what it would require is for you to stand under there and hold that stone up while everybody else goes through.
But I can't go through it myself.
Only if you're fast.
Or prop it? Could we find something to prop it other than you?
Just
Absolutely
channel your inner Indiana Jones. You'll be fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. So what would the first be? The first one would be a strength check.
It's
Yes.
a strength check, yes.
All right, then that one's gonna be. Oh no! Wait, it went against my computer. You know, 10 plus 8. So I get 18.
Okay, that's pretty strong. You manage to, you can't lift it like all the way up, but you manage to get the stone just off the door enough that they can actually open the door. And you can feel all of that shifting. You're not going to be able to do this for very long. So
A massive brown bear comes over and helps him. Because my strength
Okay.
is 19 as a bear.
okay.
And cross runs under the thing, and we exchange a grateful look of gratitude.
Cross doesn't do shit.
All right.
They
So
make lingering eye contact.
so what you guys do see though is Aramiel goes over and he looks up at the collapsing stone and all of that earth above it, because it's at least 40 feet, maybe 50 feet below ground that you guys started, maybe more, because none of you have a way to really tell how far you went down those stairs with that water going. And he manages to get it just off the door so that you can see that the door can be pushed open. The bear comes up and leaning up, because brown bears, they're big, but they're not that big. But she does manage to get a paw on there, which helps. But you can see his arms starting to shake, and hers too. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to want to do it fast.
And Altana says, go. Come on, everybody through. Let's go. This is our way out.
Cross books it and does kind of like a slide under the door.
Okay, well, the door is not open yet. They've lifted it so it can be opened. Somebody will need to open the door.
Okay, since Cross goes to try to open the door, he does have.
Okay. It's easy. You push it open. It was already partially open, so if there were any traps, they were already triggered long ago whenever this happened.
Okay.
So you end up pushing it the rest of the way open. It is pitch black outside of this room. You can see some residual light from Bidoof's light spell, which is starting to dim, like it's getting ready to go out. Torches are long gone. So the hallway is pretty dark. You can kind of see that it goes into a three-way intersection here with doorways kind of down each of these two sides. And that's about as far as you can see. Okay.
I'm instantly gonna pull out a torch and light it.
Okay. So Cross pushes the door open and then lights a torch. Now everybody but Penny can see down into the hallway. You can see that it is a three-way intersection and that there seem to be dimly lit doorways that are right at the edge of where the torch can reach.
All right, everybody out. We don't have much time. Go, 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 go.
I was gonna ask if there's anything in the like hallway that I could maybe use to shove under the door.
There is a bunch of rubble kind of in this end of the hallway. The rest of it seems pretty empty right now.
What about the torches on the wall? Like usually they're in like metal sconces or
Yeah,
something like that. Even though they're out, are they able to be removed?
No, there's whatever torches may have been there have rotted over the centuries because the wood has not lasted. The things that you've seen that have managed to last have mostly been things like the stone table. All
right, then they just better fucking hurry. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everybody like to move out of that door frame so that we can get Arameal away from trying to hold up something that's going to collapse on him.
Okay, so who goes through first?
I'll go through first and then I'll just start pulling people.
All right. All right. And where do you go?
I'll just go straight because then we can make a decision after, but that way it leaves room for people to move into the hallway.
Okay, just right there. All right.
Yep. I follow also right away as I was urging everyone to go.
Okay. Cross is already out there. Eyes will follow as well, leaving Penny and Arameal.
Penny's gonna. The giant brown bear is gonna like nuzzle push him through.
Okay.
Hey, but you're not through as well.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. That's good.
But you have to go
Okay.
through as well. Like if I'm holding up the thing, I'm gonna continue to hold.
Well, you gotta
Until
like
everybody's
shift
through.
so that you're on the other side holding it up so that you can like step back once I get through.
You
Okay.
can't
You
use
guys
any-
should run at the same time.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
just like
shift and we'll like do this maneuver and
Okay.
end up hopefully on the other side.
Both of you need to do me a dexterity check. Because that's pretty tricky what you're trying to say you're doing.
Nat 20.
Right.
Just saying.
You both
With
have-
dexterity, it's like a dirt 24.
It's not it's a nat
Dirty.
20, not a dirty.
Dirty 24.
There's no dirty there. It's a nat
Is
20.
that right? Is
No,
that right?
dirty only means if you don't get a 20.
What if but
Guaranteed.
what if you get like a dirty 34 or something?
Yeah, that means you get like a 19 and then add.
That's a 14 for me.
Okay. So Arameal,
Yeah.
as Penny tries to push you away from the door, you manage to throw yourself out, but you also grab her and pull her through. And as the stone begins to collapse over the doorway, Penny, you're going to take 4 points of damage from rock falling on your flanks. It would have been a lot more, except that Arameal put, but now that door has collapsed. The rock is going to be falling for a while. You're going to want to move away from there. But everybody is now out of the room. You can't go back in this way. And that is where we are going to call the game for today.
Oh.
You've managed to survive the traps. I wasn't sure if you would. You managed to get out of the traps without losing body parts, which I wasn't sure if you would. It's been a good day.
And rocks fell and nobody died.
And rocks fell and nobody died, which I also was wondering about.
Orkelia's
So-
very upset about the cats, though.
Yeah, but they all went that way towards the door that was open. So they're
But was that
They're cats.
Oh,
They're fine. They can take care of themselves.
the duck is great. I think it's just you, my
Says-
dude. Every time you try to roll. Yep.
all
nope.
right. And so we will say good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that we shall say good night, ere it be the morrow, or in this case, a week from today.